Welcome, everyone, to the regular season finale here from the Trojan Tundra as the Winamac Warriors travel north to take on the Triton Trojans. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight is Kaden Atkins, Tyler Amsden, Caden Hummitch, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. Two teams here tonight, as one will leave as the all-time leader against the other, as the series between these two teams are tied at 5 games apiece. Starting off first for the visiting Warriors of Winamac. They come in having a tough season compared to the last few that they have seen. Josh Burgess, in his first season as the head coach, has made a lot of strides with this team. They are very creative on the offensive side of the ball, and they play some really inspiring football. They look to here tonight to get their second conference win of the season. For the Trojans tonight, the seniors, this is one that comes in with some heaviness to it. It's senior night, which could very well be their last time stepping foot in a game here on the Trojan Tundra as football players. Rodney, Younis, and his crew fell in a heartbreaker last week, but for this team, they had some very good moments as they just didn't quit until the final horn sounded. They have grown a lot this season. They've had a very successful season as they look to get back on track and take momentum here with the win as they head into sectional action next week. Kayden, that was obviously a heartbreaker last week. I mean, Triton fought hard. Yeah, it was a little slow going, but how they responded with being down on the scoreboard was something really inspiring to watch.
Yeah, they battled back and, like you said, almost came back and defeated the Knox Redskins last week. They lost by that 6-point margin, but yeah, it was a tough battle from the get-go. Knox kind of got out in front and just never looked back. 16-6 after that first quarter. And Triton made up a little bit of ground right there before halftime, but laying a goose egg in that third quarter is really what got to the Trojans in the end of it.
And, I mean, they didn't allow, how they came out, but then you saw, for me, the one thing I really loved seeing was the creativity in the passing game. You saw guys catching balls all over the place. I mean, you saw guys getting free up with Anthony Shue getting open for a 20-some-yard touchdown. You know, Shively looked good throwing the ball from the pocket, and his team played really well from that aspect on the offensive side.
Yeah, Triton, they seem to be expanding their playbook a little bit as the season moves on, and I think that's going to be crucial for this sectional run. You know, have faith in Cole Shively to throw the ball and just sling it all around the yard and have these athletes go make plays.
And that kind of makes you more than a one-dimensional team. It puts a whole other tool to your arsenal because other teams are going to key in on Anthony Shue and the running game that Triton has just dominated all season long. But open up that passing game, that the play action fake has really just opened up. And, you know, there's a lot of good athletes and playmakers on this team. And I like that Coach Younis is starting to see those guys are starting to get some confidence in those players.
Yeah, Dante Workman has really been the catalyst in the passing game. You know, he leads the team in receptions and yards. He just always seems the one to be open, and Cole Shively delivers on those passes.
And, you know, when Evan Bryles getting a little more confidence in his hands, I mean, yeah, he missed a couple of those big receptions earlier in the year, but he's really tightened that up. And Evan's a guy who can, you know, that tight end, he gets open. I mean, for a big guy like he is, he gets open in a hurry. And then you see guys like Javen May who has that speed to kind of separate down the field and kind of take the top off the defense. And then, you know, Mari Steiner and Cole Irvine are two other guys who can get their hands on the ball as well.
Yeah, for Evan Bryles, with him being so big, and I mean big, like 6 foot plus big, I mean, he blends right in with an offensive tackle. So when Triton runs these like play action boot plays, Bryles is just able to sneak behind everybody because, I mean, they don't even recognize him as a tight end until it's too late. He's already got the ball in his hands. It's one of those big things that Coach Younis is really keyed on this year is trying to get Bryles involved early, and took a little while to develop, but I think that Bryles and Shively are starting to find their rhythm a little bit.
You know, and we look at Winamac's offense. You know, like we said, the last few years under Coach Hendricks, you know, we saw teams like winning a sectional championship, going down and doing things that, playing in a section, win a sectional championship, losing in regionals. Last year, losing against a very good North Judson team, 8-1 on the year. You know, for those guys this Winamac team is known success. I mean, you graduated 20+ seniors, so that's always going to take a hit on your roster. But the nice thing for Josh Burgess is he's got some young guys playing football out here, and you know you see some trickery and some creativity on offense. But this Winamac team has got to find a way to move this ball here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, their regular power plays, bellies, tosses, it's not going to get it done. You're going to need to be able to change it up a little bit. I mean, they ran a Philly special twice earlier this year. Like, you want to talk about that trickeration. They have the ability. They have it in their playbook. And I think they're going to pull out all the stops to try to stop these Trojans tonight.
And if you're the Trojan defense, the front line, those guys should. I mean, that's a very inexperienced line that Triton can go against. This front seven for Triton has just done such a great job this year in front eight, if you will, if they stack it when they stack it up. But looking back the other way, Winamac, if you're the secondary, you've got to keep an eye on a couple of their players because these guys can get out and go. They can get separation, and they are deceptively quick.
Yeah, I mean they're able to, like you said, create separation. I mean, I've seen over 70 pass attempts from Winamac just watching film, just a little bit on them, and they're pretty accurate passes when the receivers can get that separation. And I think that a lot of times they throw the ball unexpectedly. The defense is not prepared for the pass, and the receivers are able to jump on that and just create that separation and catch the ball.
And Jaden Jones is one of their guys, number 24. We'll see him in action. He's 5'6", 145 pounds. He's not real big, but he's a guy that you can lose, and he can just take off and do things. Kind of like that Wes Welker type of player for him, that kind of change of pace with a lot more speed. This kid here is he's one that really just jumped off the page. Him and Michael Lemler were two guys that just really jumped off the page to me as guys who are very good athletes for this team who can create separation, get outside, and do some things well with the football.
Yeah, just deceptively fast. And Winamac is going to go through a lot of these just go routes. Just send your guy, hey, you go down and beat your man, and I'm going to heave the ball to you. Come up with it. And I think that shows a lot of trust in your quarterback as well as your receivers because, I mean, that's not an easy play to make by any means.
And now, and you look at these two defense. Triton. We obviously know what they're going to do. These guys are very strong. I alluded to that front. That defensive line has just been outstanding all year long. Game in, game out. Yes, they've gotten beat on some stuff, but those guys are consistently good. Probably one of the more consistent units you can see on a football field along the defensive line. And the linebacking crew has only gotten better. Last week we saw Riley, the lumberjack Wood, 17 tackles recorded in the game for him. And the secondary, I think this week has just got to be ready. But these guys here are really starting to hit their stride on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, it's been a lot of rally tackles for Triton, and you alluded to it. Riley Wood is the team's leading tackler. I mean, had a massive game last week on the defensive side of the ball, but I think that the secondary is going to have to be prepared. I think if you're Winamac and you're watching film, you can come out and attack these guys. Quick slants, bubbles, and then those short passes then turn into longer shots down the field because you have corners biting and you have ability to take that deep shot with some of those speedsters like you were just talking about.
And then like I said, you look at Winamac's defense. It's not they're different this year. These guys here, you got to give these guys some credit on effort. I mean, these guys here, they do gang tackle. They do get in there together and play with one another. If you're these guys tonight, what things are you looking for to try to stop this Triton offense?
First and foremost, just like any other team who's faced Triton this year, you have to key in on Anthony Shue. That is your workhorse. That's Triton's workhorse. So if Anthony Shue is in the backfield, he is your first read automatically. If Shue's not getting the ball, then we'll work outwards after that. But Anthony Shue, to have carried the ball 130 times this season, is phenomenal for the Trojans. So I think Winamac just has to key in on Shue and be prepared to go low. I mean, we've seen it time in and time out. Anthony Shue has the meanest stiff arm in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. And so I think if you're not prepared to gang tackle, hit at the legs, and do all these other things, Anthony Shue's just going to run all over the yard.
All right, with that being said, everyone, the regular season finale is about to get underway with the pregame festivities as two talented teams look to take a win leading up to sectional play. But the question is, who breaks the tie here tonight? Find out that and more next year on Senior Night, right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Her host parents are Jared and Kim Stetzel. Jella has participated in cheerleading while at Triton. Future plans are return to Germany to finish her schooling, then attend college to study psychology. Jella Klauser.
That's what I mean. I was like, I guess I'll be loyal. Loyal and true, right? Isn't that part of one of the lyrics or something?
Lily Stetzel is the daughter of Jared and Kim Stetzel. Lily has participated in cheerleading and track. Other school activities include senior squad, yearbook, spirit club, FCS, Hoosier Girls State Delegate, dairy judging, 4-H, and an internship at Ancilla College. Future plans are to attend Huntington College or Bethel University to study social work with the goal of becoming a children's counselor. Lily Stetzel. And now representing football, Evan Briles.
And the Thursday night girls.
He's the son of Melissa. Evan has participated in football, basketball, and baseball. Future plans are to attend college and study criminal justice. Evan Briles. Braden Cunningham is the son of Jason and Brianne Eddington. Braden has participated in football, baseball, and wrestling. Other school activities include marching band, jazz band, helping hands, and senior squad. Future plans are to attend Indiana University South Bend and pursue a degree in business management. Braden Cunningham. Isaiah Haynes is the son of Dave and Tori Kistler. Isaiah has participated in football and cheerleading as a male lifter. Future plans are to attend Valparaiso University to study computer science and business management. Isaiah Haynes. Corey Hill is the son of Sarah and Jason Hill. Corey has participated in football, baseball, and cross country. Other activities include FFA and 4-H. Future plans are to attend Triton University to major in civil engineering with plans of becoming an architect. Corey Hill. Ethan Howell is the son of Michael Howell and Sharon Doan. Ethan has participated in football and track. Other school activities include Truth Seekers. Future plans are to pursue a career in metalworking. Ethan Howell. Joshua Lemler is the son of Robert and Lori Lemler. Joshua has participated in football and track. Other school activities include 4-H. Future plans are undecided. Joshua Lemler. Landon Lemler is the son of Amber Schutz and Jason Lemler. Landon has participated in football and wrestling. Future plans are to attend college and pursue a degree in electrical engineering. Landon Lemler. Cameron Shively is the son of Tim and Lori Shively. Cameron has participated in football and basketball. Other activities include 4-H. Future plans are to join the workforce. Cameron Shively. Amari Snyder is the grandson of Mark and Crystal Snyder. Amari has participated in football. Future plans are to attend a trade school for carpentry. Amari Snyder. Triton Conley is the son of Jim and Misha Conley. Triton has participated in football, basketball, and baseball. Other school activities include KYLA, Spanish Club, and 4-H. Future plans are to continue working at SiteWorks Services. Trenton Conley. Cole Irvine is the son of Chet Irvine and Misha and Jim Conley. Cole has participated in football and basketball. Other school activities include senior squad, FFA, Spirit Club, and 4-H. Future plans are to join the workforce. Cole Irvine. Riley Wood is the son of Joe and Nikki Wood. Riley has participated in football and basketball. Future plans are to attend college to pursue a degree in business and play football. Riley would like to thank his parents for pushing him to be the best version of himself. Also, he would like to extend a special thank you to the entire Triton community for welcoming him with open arms when he arrived at Triton 2 years ago. Love you all. Riley Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our fall 2022 senior recognition. Let's give a round of applause for all of them.
The weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell, and this is our weekly conversation with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, appreciate your time. Recently announced the IHSAA will be relocating your cross-country semi-state. Rather than run at Huntington University, you'll be running it still in that particular part of the state, but you'll be at Indiana Wesleyan University in Marion. And understand, people, it's a well-documented situation. Huntington University coach and wife, improprieties in terms of contact with student athletes and questions about possible performance enhancement drugs and things. And so it's not a very pleasant situation for anyone, but I applaud you and the IHSAA for stepping in quickly and making a decision.
Thanks, Coach. And we don't ever like to do, or these decisions are not things that we take lightly. There's a lot of thought that goes into these types of situations, and then fortunately they don't happen very often. But, you know, at the end of the day for us, Coach, we just felt our kids have one opportunity. Some of our students have one opportunity to run in a semi-state meet in their life. And we just felt the potential for a distraction around the stuff that's going on with the university and their cross-country program could affect the event, and we did not want to have anything affect the experience for our student athletes. And so we just felt it was best to move it. We know Huntington's working hard to investigate everything that's going on, and I'm sure they will return at some point, and we hope to be back there in the future and run. But right now, we just felt it was best for our kids to go to the Indiana Wesleyan course, which is a phenomenal course, and they're ready and willing to host us there.
Well, this brings about a very busy weekend, too. You have, I'm not exactly sure where to start. Unified flag football, the championship between DeKalb and Brownsburg at Grand Park. You have volleyball sectionals, soccer regionals, team championship in tennis. The last week of the regular season of football. So, as we've talked about, it's a special time for a lot of our kids in the state because it's championship time right now.
It is, Coach, and that's what we do. I mean, we certainly, as we always, we celebrate the classroom, but we do also hand out some hardware occasionally throughout the state this year, and we're going to start handing out some more of that hardware this weekend. And our unified, Coach, our unified program is just something that we're so proud of. Partnership with Special Olympics Indiana and developing the champions together for students with intellectual or physical disability to be a member of the high school team where they go to school at. It's just a phenomenal experience for kids, and we're going to give out the award between our state champion between DeKalb and Brownsburg, and we're also going to give out the Bobby Cox Mental Attitude Award that day, and so that's going to be a great day. But yeah, I mean, we're rolling. We've got multiple things going on this weekend. The soccer sectional championships are all over the state on Saturday, and we're marching towards a volleyball state tournament coming up in a couple weeks, and it's event time. But, right now I'm looking at a calendar here, and guess what starts here in the next couple of weeks and even some next week? Our winter sport teams start practicing. So that's right around the corner for us.
Well, I appreciate, Paul Condry and I appreciate your hospitality. Love the new studio. Thank you for having us for the pairing show. It's a special night. We're honored to be a part of it, but it's so much fun, and everybody's engaged and involved and invested in that particular night.
It's an investment of time, and I think that's what makes it special. Coaches invest time in kids, and kids invest time at school and in the classroom, and you guys invest time to do the show. And I will tell you, Coach, we set a record this week. We had 15,000 unique viewers on the IHSA Champion Network, IHSA TV, watching you and Paul Condry, the show. So, yeah, 15,000 unique viewers.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please stand. Our flag in the north end zone. Gentlemen, if you can, kindly move your hats as our Triton band will honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right. Welcome, everyone, as we're live here from the Trojan Tundra as it's senior night. Is got the festivities. We've been kind of working as a little bit of work here tonight, Tyler. So
yeah.
a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts, and Orion did a good job getting things set up. Kayden, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. So with the coin toss here, Tyler, you played in this game against Winamac, and yes, this isn't the Winamac team we've seen in years past, but these guys here, we were watching film the other night. They're sneaky, and those trick plays, that Philly special they run it perfect, even better than the Philadelphia Eagles did.
They're pretty fast too. Like, you gotta watch out. You gotta know your keys, know your assignments, and know what you're doing. Else you're gonna get lost in the backfield.
And these guys here, obviously senior night, and we were talking pregame. Anthony Shoe's 60 yards away from breaking the school single season rushing record. These guys here tonight, senior night. What's it like, senior night? What was it like for you? I mean, granted, it was different. You were obviously, well, I guess senior night for you was kind of bittersweet. But as a player out there, what's the energy like out there for these guys?
It's amazing because, like, that the night's about you, and it's about your accomplishments and all that you can do on the field and what you can do off the field, and just it's like no other feeling about it.
Well, and like I said, even though you weren't quite on the field for that senior night, you still contributed in a large way. I mean, you're on the sideline, and these guys here tonight. You're the seniors out there. What are you telling these guys? Hey, make this the Super Bowl here for us. We want to walk off the last time off this field because it could potentially be the last time they see this field. We want to walk off as winners.
This is their last home game before they play Pioneer at Pioneer. Then the
winner will go to Judson.
Yeah. So, this could very well be your last home game. And it's senior night, so against Winamac, everything aligns right now tonight.
All right, so Cash Roth also plays quarterback. He'll get ready to send it down the field as Dante Workman, Cohen Hensley, Vinny Prater, Wayne the Missile Reichert, and Amari Snyder all going back. Also on that other far side in that next lineup. I like this little lineup here. They're dropping Wayne kind of in the middle there to get those.
That's what we did last year. We did something sort of like that.
Nice formation as the Warriors first-year head coach, Josh Burgess.
See some new faces out there. Riley Wood is on the front line now.
Hey, get these seniors. These guys don't. This group of seniors does not like to not be on the field.
Yeah.
Snyder takes it inside the 15. He's going to take off, try to bounce it upfield, and bringing him down there will be Michael Lemler. So here comes the starters for the Trojans out there at right tackle. Ethan Howell, Landon Lemler at the right guard, Brady Snyder at center, Trent Conley at left guard, and Cam Shively anchoring the left side. Cole Shively under center with Anthony Shue, Javen May, Cole Irvine, Dante Workman, and Evan Bryles will sit in the tight end spot.
They got all the seniors out there. They got Corey Hill out there.
And Corey Hill's out there. You know, Corey, he may not see a bunch of playing time, but his is a very fast kid. He's very athletic. And
leadership, too.
Exactly. Good leader on the field. And Shively goes to work 1st and 10 from his own 26. He'll split and roll left. Going to lay it up. He's got Javen May down the field. Javen May adjusts and tips, and that one falls to the field incomplete. The starters out there along the way for the Warrior defense is Zane Bell, Wyatt Wheeler, Max Keller, and Aiden Day all along the line. With Michael Lomer, Talon Garner, Tucker Fox, the linebackers. With Max Gerhardt, who you just saw there defending that pass. Brody Wall, Addison Allen, and Talon Braun in the safety spot. Hill and Snyder will bounce out here to the near side. Anthony Shue in the backfield. Javen May in the wingback spot. Beast Mode gets it here on 2nd down. He's going to try to cut up field all his way through. We've got a flag over here on the near side. Might be a holding call. This one may be coming back.
Anthony Shue, the ball carrier, penalty flag on the play.
They're going to hold on the Trojans to be the first penalty of the night.
4-yard line, holding against Triton.
Little things that they just need to clean up before they get into sectionals like that.
And this is one thing, you want to have a chance to contend and have a long, sustained time in the sectionals. I mean, winning week to week to week, the better teams to play, they're cleaned up on those penalties. That's going to be a big thing that can really hurt you.
Yep.
And we kind of saw against North Judson, we saw against LaVille. Penalties really hurt these guys. Last week did a real good job. Only 2 penalties in that game. I mean, these guys here done a great job. They really starting to clean things up. See what they do here. Hill out left. Snyder here on the near side. Shively's going to take and try to find some space upfield. Shively gets a little ways up there.
Get some yards back. Still got a 3rd and long, though.
Picks up 8 yards on the carry. Triton's first yards off with the incomplete pass, and then the holding call bringing them back. So look, trying to avenge. Like last week, we saw a lot of good moments from them. We saw a team that didn't quit and continued to battle as the game went on.
And they were down by 2 touchdowns, and they still were able to come back and fight.
Anthony Shue gets up the middle. He'll drop his shoulder, and he'll get up a little ways, back to the original line of scrimmage. As it'll be a 4th down, and Cole Shive's going to kick it into the wind as it's blowing very hard there from the south-southwest.
27-yard line, a 5-yard pickup.
About 18, 19 mile an hour.
I just hope this game isn't like last night's game.
No, it won't be. I won't do what Al Michaels did. Promise everybody something that took forever to come.
Yeah.
Shively, plenty of time, sends one deep down the field. And I'll take a Triton roll inside the 45, about the 43, I believe, is where the Winamac offense will come out. Eli Matthews and Aiden Jimenez, the 2 tackles with Wheeler and Keller in the guard spot. Dissinger in the center, is again in the center. Cash Roth, the quarterback, back there with a 3-headed backfield with Jaden Jones, Michael Lomer, and Maddox Paczynski. Talon Braun and Jace Bentel, the 2 wide receivers.
Watch Jaden Jones. We're watching film at your house, and he is fast.
I mean, he's probably this guy is elite fast. I mean, his speed that he can get out in the open field, he's gone. Roth now out of the shotgun. Going to go to Paczynski. He's going to try to find some space, bounces outside, and Winamac with a nice gain on 1st down.
Nice blocks up front, finds the hole, and just hits it hard.
And we saw that, their line, a lot of their times, the longer the games go, they don't quite have the depth they had last year, graduating 20-plus seniors.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big class to leave there. But yet these guys here, they get worn out, but they do such a great job how they pull their offensive line, how they kind of manipulate the field and open up their runners.
Riley Wood with the tackle.
And the lumberjack Riley Wood with the tackle. 2nd down and 3 here from the 50-yard line. Roth out of the shotgun. Lemler's going to take it. Bounces outside. Lemler, the running back, spinning his way through and up for a first down into Triton territory.
Trojans going to have to figure something out. Winamac came to play tonight. They're not going to roll over.
And, you look at their record. I mean, they stand there with those 2 wins. These guys here, this is their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, next week they're going to have a very tough – they got Lafayette Central Catholic. They drew a tough one the first game. They want to come in. They need that win for that boost for them going into sectional play. And this is a Winamac team that can get that W. Triton will dial it up. Usually takes them a little bit from that first quarter to kind of get going. But see what they can do here. 1st and 10 now from the Triton 35-yard line as Lemler's back and at quarterback. Going to go to Baczynski. He's going to slide upfield. The Wildcat offense. Usually Roth is the man out there under center. Cam Shively in there on the tackle. Winamac moving the ball plus yards. I mean, doing a lot of things well. I like this Wildcat offense they're throwing out.
Got some good stops on defense. But now offense is firing on all cylinders.
Lemler's going to be the man at quarter. Brody Walls on his left hip back there in the backfield. Lemler calls for it. Going to go to Jaden Jones, the speedster, trying to cut upfield, and Triton seals the edge. Amari Snyder, Riley Wood, and Landon Lemler, the 3 seniors, brings him down. That was good containment on the outside.
I like that right there by Landon Lemler, how he got off that block and was able to chase the tackle.
Oh, Cole Shively in there as well.
Yeah.
And that's one thing with this group, the Coach Whitaker. He's like, they kind of start to spin their wheels a little bit. He focuses them back in. This defense just comes together in a hurry.
Yep. And like one person could be holding up the other guy, and all 10 other Trojans are coming right after him.
Jaden Jones over in the wingback spot. Lemler back in at quarterback again. Gets it. Going to feed it right back on that one in the carry. There is Brody Wall, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Good tackle by Landon Lemler.
And Landon Lemler, obviously I feel bad I haven't given him a nickname, but, this kid here, how he plays, he plays 100 mile an hour, but yet he's contained when he plays. He's so strong, and you look at a guy like that who can pull as a guard, go out and play linebacker and run guys down. He's the whole package.
Yep. I think wrestling really helped him with all that too.
So Cash Roth back to kick. Dante Workman standing on his own 10-yard line. Jaden Jones shuffling over. Roth will push it, trying to push it out to that far side corner. It'll take a Triton bounce into the end zone, and I believe a touchback. Or did he get it? They're going to say spot him. They're going to spot him at the line. So Triton starting from the parking lot. His number on the down there to run it down was a good play by Addison Allen to get down there and track that one down. I thought it went over the line.
Me too.
Down to Ross Hunt at the 1-yard line.
Now they saying it's a touchback.
They're bringing the head judge over.
We'll see what they decide here. Our officiating crew here tonight with us will be Tony Derwicki, Bruce Hershey, Michael Kelly, Jay Miller, and Jacob Yoder. Appreciate all of them being here tonight. So they're pushing up. They will be a touchback.
They'll be spotted at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 to Triton.
No, I'm impressed. We had this thing working up here. Orion wasn't. He turned us loose. Nothing caught fire, Kayden. So that must mean you've been learning and you're doing a good job, apparently.
And we didn't break anything.
Oh, the night's still young.
Yeah.
High snap for Shively. He's going to try to follow his blockers on the way through. Up for a good gain as Shively on his 2nd carry of the night.
5 yards.
Up over 13 yards on the night for him. Anthony Shue roughly 55 yards away from breaking the all-time record there for rushing yards in a single season. Shively, 2 wide receivers here to the right, Workman and Irvine. Shively going to go right back to Javen May. Javen May's got some space. Javen May pushing hard for a 1st down, and Triton moves the chains.
I like that. He saw a hole. He didn't waste no time trying to push it out more towards the edge.
And Javen, for him, a time for him to start getting hot, especially going into sectional play. Yeah. It's going to be big for him, but
because we need more guys to step up besides Shue and
and Cole Shively. I mean, who's that third option? There's a lot of options on this team. JV May would be the one that I'd really like to see step up. And Dante Workman as well, the mechanic. He's in the slot left next to Irvine. Shively with the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 34. Shively's going to try to bounce outside. He gets brought down by that big tackle there by Aiden Day.
You can see that Cole's getting a lot more touches tonight.
I mean, you look at Cole Shively, ran the ball. There's nothing he can't do. Throw the ball, catch the ball, kick the ball. We were actually watching him. He hit from 55 yards earlier tonight. I sat right here and I watched it. Drilled 2 from 55. Of course, the wind was to his back. But still, that kid's leg, there was still plenty of space past that goal post. Anthony Shue's going to try to cut a field. He spins away. Anthony Shue rumbling forward for a Triton first down. 2 first downs on this drive for the Trojans. 15 yards of the night for Anthony Shue.
Anthony Shue could very well beat that record with 1 run, though.
This is a guy that gets up and goes, and once he gets ahead of steam where he's going, there's not a whole lot that can slow him down. 2nd and 10 now from the 34. Or first and 10. Anthony Shue again up the middle. That'll be up 2nd down and short.
We're doing better when I don't hit replay, so.
Just leave it alone. just leave it alone.
It's working, but I'm.
Unless there's some miraculous thing, then you do it. It's okay. It's all because it wants Kenny here to touch it.
Well, he said last night he watched the volleyball for 5 minutes and we didn't score a single point.
The replay misses him. Anthony Shue trying to bounce it outside. Shue drops his shoulder and gets enough for a Triton first down and more. 4th carry for Anthony Shue. If he gets past this, almost over halfway there. 4 carries for 33 yards, following that 12-yard carry there into Winamac territory. Triton on the ground, 8 carries for 57 yards here to start, averaging 6.3 yards per play. Hensley now in the backfield. He gets the ball up the middle. Cohen Hensley trying to go through, but a good stop there up the middle by Wyatt Wheeler brings him down. 2nd down coming up.
Still a good game by Colin, though.
But, when you look at this Winamac defense, they're doing a good job getting hits. They're sealing up the middle. These guys here, I mean, you don't see a ton of gang tackling right now, but these guys here are wrapping up guys. Good form tackling by these Warriors.
Yeah, I already can see it on the way they're tackling Anthony. They're not going up high. They're going down low, hitting his legs and wrapping up, and I like that.
Same thing had to do with Marshawn Lynch. You could not go high on that guy.
No, you could not.
Anthony Shue back in the backfield. Goes to Vinny Prater. And fast and furious all the way past the first down.
Fullback is doing his job, picking up 3 to 5 yards a carry.
And Vinny, that's a fast and furious 5 yards. I think that nickname's going to stick. Kid's quick.
He's going to need a nickname.
They're turbo, one or the other one. Kid's quick. So 6 yards on the carries. Triton's long drive here. 8 plays for 55 yards thus far. Shively understander. Pitches outside to Anthony Shue. He's going to cut back infield, and Winamac seals the edge. A couple yards on the carry.
I like how they sealed that edge. They're doing a good job about sealing the edges.
That's not working.
I tell you, I'm pretty sure that replay button just misses Kenny. I think that's what it is. Of course, he's remote support. Kayden's down in Indianapolis.
Those houses weren't over there. We could see him.
Yeah, we could. Well, we could have him send a firework up over there. We could see him or flare. Well, probably better not. It's awful dry over there. That's a bad idea. Shively goes to Anthony Shue. He's going to cut up field for a short carry on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
they're going fullback heavy today. Switching out. They had Vinny. Now they have Riley. They had Colin in there.
Which is a good thing. I mean, you're seeing guys getting some touches here. You know, that these are the kind of little plays that, you know, can keep you in a tight game or in a game that's going to matter. You control the clock, because last week, Knox only got them trying to have the ball for 12 minutes of that football game last week. Shively's going to roll right. Looking downfield, going to keep it himself. Shively's going to cut back inside. I believe he'll have enough for a Triton first down all the way up to the 10-yard line.
That play is really deadly right there.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of things he can do. You know, Evan Browse gets freed up. Riley Woods right there. Shively can pull it down and run. I mean, hey.
I like that play.
And Triton's pass catcher's doing a better job. What's he saying?
He said it's more like if the houses weren't there, he could see the game.
Oh, true. Oh, my. Pierce Brookins out there in the tight end spot. He's going to split out left. Reverse back to Anthony Shue. He's going to try to cut a field. Anthony Shue trying to find the outside. Cuts back in. Beast mode pushing his way through. It'll just be shy a couple yards to the touchdown on his 7th carry of the night.
So close.
You know, Triton moving the ball well. What I like here is that we're not seeing a home run play.
No.
How do you sustain a drive? How do you use that clock? I bet that's something with Coach Younis and those guys talked about, especially only 12 minutes of possession last week. We got to get better at that. I mean, to beat a really good team like Pioneer or Judson or, like I said, last week with the Knox, you've got to hold the ball and keep them off the field.
No, because Triton's really used to like that 70-yard touchdown run or the pass or something like that, and I like how they're sustaining the game right here.
Shively follows the Wrecking Crew offense in, and Triton strikes first here from the Trojan Tundra. And the fire truck's fired up across the way.
We got a big one tonight.
There it is.
There we go.
Jackson will be excited. He loves those fireworks. He listens for them.
I love them. I love how they're an addition to the game now.
I know him and Danny they go home and watch, but I think when the firework goes off, Jackson goes hustling for the window, I think.
Yeah.
Shively to drive it through, up and plenty of room as he sends that one all the way back. It's good. And Triton 7-0. So Triton 13 plays, 80 yards on theirs. Used up about
that wasn't good.
Used 6 minutes and 46 seconds on that drive. Long, good, sustained drive. That's the kind of thing you want to see these guys do, especially when you start to play those bigger teams. When you get in sectional play, control the clock. That means right there, the team that controls the clock, limits the turnovers, gives themselves a great chance to win the game.
Not used to seeing this from Triton right here.
So minute 30 left to go here in the first quarter. Triton scores there on that one.
Ignore the scoreboard.
Which, for some reason, our one scoreboard operation did not want to work tonight.
Whoa.
So Ryan's working with OCR. So Kayden, don't be bumping that table a whole lot down there.
I don't know. Well, my cord might be.
Shively to kick down the way. Jaden Jones and Michael Lemler back deep to return. Wind's still blowing pretty good from the south. Shively's going to have to kick it into the wind. Have the wind to his back in the fourth quarter. I guess 13 seconds left. That was
Are we wrong or?
I don't know. 13 seconds left, rather. Shively sends that one deep down the field. Jaden Jones is going to take it from the 10. Jones trying to cut upfield, has some blockers. The speedster is kicking it on the turbo and pushes up past the 30.
Guy is fast.
He can run fast.
So 7 seconds. Excuse me, I was looking at our clock. So my bad.
Now the scoreboard should be right.
There we go. I tell you what, for me watching film, Jaden Jones was a treat to watch. Kind of reminds you of Darren Sproles and how he gets outside and he can kick it up, and he's a real shifty runner, but yet he can turn on a dime and he can hit 0 to 60 in less than 5.2. I'm telling you, the kid's a Lamborghini, just takes off and goes. Pretty much.
Whitaker's using new personnel.
Cash Roth back at quarterback.
He's got Kenny in there.
Going to go to Buschinski, and Triton sniffs it out well. Wayne Reichert the missile in on that one with Josh the Claw Lemler. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Triton leads 7-0. You play commercial?
Yeah, we probably better.
All right, so we'll play a commercial. We'll be back right after this.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back here at the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Andy O'Hara alongside Tyler Amsden, Kaden, Hummitch, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network with Kenny Barnhart from the Combine. Or is he in the grain truck? He'll let us know.
Combine.
So, Tyler, we saw some good things from both teams in there. We saw Winamac only one first down there, but yet moving the ball, 6 carries, 23 yards. When Lemler did a good job out of that wildcat formation, getting some runs out. Jaden Jones, he gets going. This kid here is hungry to run the ball, and he gets out in the open. He's a guy who can really make you hurt.
Yeah, this offense was moving the ball pretty well until our defense started getting going and all that. But I think the offense right here, I think they can sustain a nice drive and get a few yards going here.
For me, though, in that first quarter, Triton, 8.5 minutes of possession on the clock. It's big. Roth under center. Going to counter. Jaden Jones trying to find some space, and he fumbles the ball, but recovers it.
I like how we defended that counter right there.
And that was good. And that's one thing, Triton with that counter, and you're going to see that a lot here, especially next week. You'll see counters there from Pioneer, and you'll see him, if you continue to advance. But, like I said, you're going to see him, that kind of defense right there, the stand, the pursuit. It's really good by this defense.
I like it.
And that quarterback, number 42, telling everybody all along his line, firing them up. Irvine doing the same thing.
That's what Riley needs to be doing.
Roth is going to roll left. Flops it on over to Butchinsky. Butchinsky has a first down through the air.
We were talking about that play, weren't we?
Roth throws really good on the run, and that right there, you saw a good job by Butchinsky to get himself out in the open, give his quarterback a chance just to kind of throw an easy ball to you. Yeah. And right there, that for your offense is a big momentum.
Going in the flats, there's no one there to guard it, and got a first down off it too.
And Winamac gets a first down. They're second here after that 13-yard pitch and catch as they near the 50-yard line. Roth on the shotgun, high up over his head. Here comes the missile. And Wayne Reichert still alive. Landon Lemler's got it. Landon Lemler all the way down to the 10. And Triton takes over.
My word. What a turn of events.
Watch the missile right here. Just watch him. Kicks it on. Watch him fly to that ball there. It comes back up free. And Landon Lemler's got it. And the ball is at the 22, up to the 10. What a play.
Kind of just hopped up right to Landon's chest.
And Wayne Reichert, homing missile right there. He's a stinger on that one.
Came out of nowhere.
I'm telling you, Wayne's got some new shoes on. They look a little bit faster.
Yeah.
At least they look pretty new from up here.
See if the Trojans can't go up 2 touchdowns right here early in the second quarter.
Triton now from the 10-yard line. Anthony Shue in the backfield, 14 yards away. Triton will shift the wing back and tight end. Triton sets. Outside Anthony Shue, going to cut up field and gets brought down the open field. Wow. Good open field tackling there by number 3, Taylon Braun.
I like that tackle. I know I say that a lot. I'm a defense guy, but.
Hey, I like a good open field tackle, good form tackling. Yep. But this Winamac team has really impressed me with their form. These guys here, this shows how strong these guys and their commitment to the weight room and how strong these guys have been, because there's some tough Triton ball carriers, and they're wrapping them up here.
Yep.
Shively goes under center. Second down 11 on the 1-yard loss on the play. Back to Anthony Shue. Cuts up field, and he gets brought down. No gain on the play, I believe. So third down and goal coming up. And Younis, I believe, is going to call a timeout, and they'll talk things over. Of course, tomorrow I want to say good luck to the Big Blue Slam volleyball team as they advance to the second round of sectionals. Winner will play tomorrow night. But tomorrow morning we'll be busy. up there in Michigan City.
All the way in Michigan?
Michigan City, man.
What?
We're still in Indiana. Just a little closer to the lake.
Yeah.
Go swimming, Kayden.
It's a little cold down there.
The polar plunge. It's up
Yeah.
there, buddy. Going north.
Just a bit.
You know, coaching us. What do you think he's telling his guys up there? I mean, you're on the 11-yard line.
Yeah, we need to start blocking better, especially on the outsides. We need to give our running back and our quarterback some time and be able to hit those holes faster.
It's Cohen Hensley out there now in the tailback spot. Back to Anthony Shue. Shue's going to try to bounce it outside. Anthony Shue on his feet. Beast mode is in for 6.
There we go.
Adjustment out of the timeout. Triton strikes again. So 3 plays, 10 yards. Just use about a minute of play time.
And she was really close to breaking that record.
And he's 4 yards away. And Cole Shively now. Oh, they're going to follow the Wrecking Crew offense. Going to go for a 2-point conversion. Up to Cam Shively. Big man rumbles in, but I think he's going to get stopped just shy. And no good. It was close.
He told me he's going to be running the ball tonight. I didn't believe him.
9 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Was not expecting that.
So 13-0 with 9:46 to go. Here in the second.
Reminds me of that Billy Smith play.
I'm telling you. And that was Danny's favorite player. To this day, she still says it. And anyone would ever ask her who her favorite player is, it will always be Billy Smith. That was her guy. I'll tell you what, she was not. And she loved the fact she got to hold his hand and walk out to the 50-yard line. That made her year. I tell you, she still talks about that, don't she, Kayden?
Yeah,
They can't hear your head nod.
I know.
Just making sure. So Cole Shively a chance to send it back down the other way. Do you think he keeps it in bounds or he sends it out the back of the end zone?
I don't think he sends it out the back of the end zone, but.
I'm telling you, we watched him hit from 55 yards away here in warm-ups. So Winamac looks to try to get the offense going after the mishandled snap. That was their second fumble of the night. Shively now to kick. Shively drives one deep down the field. Jones trailing back and lets it go out the back of the end zone. A touchback. And the Warriors will start from their own 20. So if you're Winamac, you're coming out here. You know, you had a bad snap. You know, it didn't quite go your way. What are you, if you're over there and you're Coach Burge, what are you telling those guys?
Fix the little mistakes, get back after it, get some easy plays going for our offense, get those few yards going, and then maybe come up with another pass play like we did earlier.
Because if you go back and watch, and yes, it is, like I said, little minor details, the pass blocking was really well. I mean,
it was there.
I mean, Roth had plenty of time to throw. So they settle down here. He'll work a little bit closer out of the pistol. Goes to Lemler. He's going to work out to the left on the sweep play, trying to find the corner. And Triton seals it off. Nice gain on first down, though. Positive yardage.
That's what you're looking for, is just positive yardage each time.
So 3 yards on the carry, I believe. Second down and 7 coming up here. Oh, 4 yards.
Good gain.
Sounds like we have some
intruders
down beneath the press box. Haynes straightens that out. Here we go, second down and 6. And Triton's going to sniff it out and stop Buschinski at the line.
Oh, my word.
I want to say that's Cam Shively. No, it wasn't Cam.
It was all Evan Bryles.
That was Evan Bryles up the middle.
He was not letting go.
I'm telling you, those long arms, and don't let them fool you. There's a lot of strength in those arms, but I'm telling you what, he is one tough dude, Evan.
And then there's Riley Wood to keep his head up and all that. I like that. He really is the quarterback, like you've been saying.
Hey, and we talked in postgame. I told him what he did last week, leading that team up. He is just a leader. This kid is going to be really good at the next level.
Yep, that's what it.
Cash Roth now out of the shotgun. Looking right. Down the field, going to try to drop it across. Cole Shively, interception, back the other way. Shively stays on his feet, tiptoes, and gets pushed out near the 5-yard line. Cole Shively with another interception.
He read that perfectly.
Oh, my.
Quarterback to quarterback.
Make it the 4-yard line.
I'll have to look that up at halftime. I believe that's at least 3 interceptions for Cole Shively on the year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I know I'm pretty sure there's 3.
Wait a minute.
Is that his 3rd interception? 3rd, 4th? Do you know? 33. Okay. I think it's his 4th. You're good. 8:09 left on the clock. Shively back out of the shotgun. Empty backfield. And a timeout. This play clock was dwindling down.
Missing Riley Wood.
Of course, across the way there. The Boyers have the banner, the TTSN banner. Going to thank them again for the decoration out there. Appreciate them, always them, and the Stichters always putting their signs up. I'll wait till Ryan puts his headset back on. He's too busy eating right now. Talk about my fun experience I had the other night. I got to be a esteemed judge.
Really? For what?
Pumpkin carving contest.
Okay.
First time I ever had to. Well, I've judged some livestock things, but. So first down and goal. Triton looks to adjust the play after the timeout.
Any cool pumpkins?
Oh, there's some neat ones. We had Mike Wazowski was the winner.
Really?
That was my favorite one. Wayne Reichers was interesting. A lot of air in that one. As Shively breaks it right, following Big Brother all the way in, and Cole Shively in from 4 yards away. The X Factor finds the end zone. We had a dog was very good. We had I think it was a Pokemon. Nope,
That's what I've been seeing in the office.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Wondering what that was.
And that was the C3 group. So the C3 group is so much fun to watch. I mean, it's cool to be over there.
I'm not artsy, so you do not want to see me carve a pumpkin.
They weren't allowed to use stencils. They'd be creative. And it was very creative. Trying to go for 2 here. Failed in the last one. Wrecking Crew offense out there now. Shively's going to follow his blockers in, and Cole Shively's in for the 2-point conversion. And Triton leads 21-0 with 8:03 left here in the first half. Shively 6 carries for 31 yards and 2 scores.
Scoreboard not being very helpful tonight.
Well, it's been a night of technical difficulties. Oh, we're not swaying back and forth on that one. So Triton on that play, only one play following the interception from Cole Shively. Anthony Shue, 10 carries for 56 yards. Lemler leading the way, 2 carries for 19 yards. Roth had a nice pass of 13 yards to Paczynski earlier as they try to look to get this offense going. But Triton leading the time of possession, 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, if I'm Winamac, I'm not going to run away from the passing game or stop it.
I mean, they're getting good looks. Just gotta get rid of the ball a little bit sooner there. I mean, he had a good look to Jace Bentel on the out route there.
And I know Riley Wood was chasing him too, which doesn't help.
No, that's not a guy wanting to be chasing, wanting to hit me. Cole Shively now to send it back down the other way. High kick. It'll be in play. Jaden Jones calls it and gets it inside the 10 around the 8. He'll high step his way. Vinny Prater got a piece of him, slows him down enough, but Jaden Jones still on his feet. Down the sideline, and Pierce Brookins pushes him out.
He is slithery, and he can escape tackles. You have to wrap up on him.
I thought Vinny Prater slowed him down enough for the Trojan defense, but he slithered his way out of that one. What a good return there for Jaden Jones and the Warriors.
Vinny was fast and then just slid. That was
fast and furious Prater again.
I like that nickname.
Irvine talking to Snyder. Up over top. Winamac 2 turnovers on the last 2 drives. Roth sends a man in motion, puts it out in front, and here comes Cole Shively and Landon Lemler to bring down Brody Wall.
Number 8, Brody Wall, the back there.
Brody Wall, a 6 foot, 160-pound running back in his sophomore season. Got tied up as Cole Shively. The X Factor does it all. Kicks, throws, tackles,
picks,
runs. Why is the X Factor? Ain't a thing your kid can't do on a football field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Trojans are really containing that edge and not letting Winamac have it at all.
And against a team that has a lot of speed, that's a good trait. That's a good game plan to take away that edge. Roth out of the shotgun. Goes to Baczynski. He's going to cut up field. He's got a seam. And Amari Snyder wraps him up.
Good gain on second down, makes it a third and manageable.
Cam Shively on the tackle.
Cam Shively on there as well with Amari Snyder.
Picks up 5 yards up to 38.
So third down and 6 here from the 38-yard line as Lohmer will go off the field. Cash Roth will work back out of the shotgun. And got Triton to jump. And that'll give him a first down. That's a 5-yard. So it's still third down and 1. So Triton giving the Warriors a chance.
Yeah.
That's their second penalty of the night for 18 yards. Only 2 penalties tonight, and both of them belong to the men out there in the blue jerseys.
Something you really don't see from the Trojans either. They've been really good about that this year. Just holding their water.
Especially on that line.
Yeah.
Third down and 1. Rosh back under center. He's going to use the quarterback keeper, and he's going to push the pile all the way up for a first down nearing the 50-yard line. To the 48's where he'll be. And Winamac with their third first down here of the night.
5 yards on the run.
So Winamac getting some time of possession here. Using that clock, 6 minutes to go until halftime.
Keep the Trojans' offense off.
Oh, now it's working. Roth out of the shotgun, 1st and 10 from his own 48. Goes to Baczynski, and Baczynski's going to go forward, and Cunningham in there to bring him down.
Braden Cunningham on the tackle of Maddox Berlin.
You know, and Braden, watching him
he
just tackle the last 2 seasons has been a treat to watch.
He's one heck of a player. I love playing with him, the leadership that he brings and the encouragement along the way, too.
He's a tough dude, that's for sure. Jaden Jones will come off the field. 2nd down and 10. Roth is going to keep it and rumble forward just up past the 50-yard line. Someone lost a shoe or something.
Cunningham on the tackle. To the Triton 49-yard line.
Oh, Evan lost a glove. Riley Wood's going to come out. There's something wrong with that left arm.
Yep.
Kendrick Jones will come in. Hope Riley's all right. Still talk with Eric Callahan.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah, I never want to see anybody get hurt. Like I said, hope Riley's okay. Fumble there by Roth, but he corrals it, and Triton brings him back from behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down and 10 coming up. Another tackle for loss for Triton.
Yep. A lot of missed fumbles and mishandles for the Winamac, which is really killing them.
Sorry, lost of 3, 4th and 10.
So Winamac looks to punt. Roth back to kick. Chase Bentel to snap. the long snappers. Jaden Jones will shuffle here the near side. Workman back deep to return. They're going to throw it. They got a man deep, and they convert the fourth down on the pass to Max Gerhardt. Roth had a wide open guy. Good trick play there for the first-year head coach.
Good throw, too. Right in the breadbasket.
Josh Burgess likes those trick plays. Like we talked, we alluded to the Philly special they ran against Caston last week. And right here, good play right here.
I wasn't even expecting it, to be honest.
Good play from Winamac. The aggressiveness, down 3 scores. They're not letting off the gas pedal. They're not going away. And that's what you want to see from them.
And I like the fight.
The fight in this team here, impressing me here tonight. 1st and 10 from the 32. Lemler in motion. Goes to Bachinski. Bachinski's going to spin his way into the pile, and he'll have a nice gain on first down about halfway there to move the chains. That was Winamac's 4th first down a moment ago. It's right now 7 plays for 34 yards of offense, and we have a Winamac player shaken up. I hope he's okay.
Oh.
I believe that's Charlie Dissinger. Oh, my apologies. Wyatt Wheeler. He'll come off the right guard. That'll send in Taylor Braun. So send the clock in motion. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Roth back under center. 2nd down and 5. Looking down the field, going to float up to the middle. Wayne Riker gets a piece of it, but we got a flag here on the near side.
Good defense by Wayne to get his hand up there and get that ball just knocked down and all that.
And Wayne's a guy who's really impressed me this year in his defensive stand. One of these guys who, we didn't see him kind of start at the beginning of the year, but he has really earned playing time with his hard work and how this kid competes. He's just a competitor. Like I said, we saw him there on the fumble play. But we call him the missile for a reason.
Yep. Works hard in practice, no doubt.
You look at Anthony Shue, 4 yards away, averaging 5.6 yards a carry, and Cole Shively, 5.2 yards a carry. Those 6 carries for 31 yards, the 2 leading rushers for the Trojans here in this one. But 2 passes for Roth for 33 yards. Longest was 20 yards on that 4th down play. Roth back under center. Sends Jaden Jones in motion. Going to counter right back to Lemler, and Triton sniffs it out and brings him down.
Good defensive stop again. I like how they're stopping that counter because that hole is wide open if the Trojans aren't there.
And Shively and Cunningham in on the tackle again. Cam Shively's eating here tonight.
Senior night, so the seniors are going to be stout.
The man with fancy footwork. Moving his way, getting in front of the ball carrier and bringing him down. Good anticipation from him. He's always had great instincts. Yeah. Ever since he was a freshman watching him play, Cam has really impressed me, no matter what he's done.
He's had great leadership. He's had Caleb Lemler and Nate Amsden. He's had all those good guys that just helped him along the way.
Roth, play action fake, looking down the far sideline, up over the middle. Jaden Jones has got it for a first down and more. The speedster on his way, and he has got a Winamac touchdown. That play from 31 yards away, and the Warriors on the board.
Yeah, don't go away from the pass. You threw one bad ball, and you came back. Now you threw a touchdown pass.
And Jaden Jones really kind of got himself into play, and we got the.
I'll get it here in a little bit.
Riley's still out though too. Keep that in mind.
Well, Riley's tough. He's going to work to try to get back in it. On to kick now is Connor Burton. With Max Gerhardt to hold, and Triton blows it up. No good on the point after touchdown, and Triton will take over. 10 plays, 66 yards, used up about 6 minutes and 16 seconds of play time.
Oop, that's not right, is it? Nope. I don't know what's up with the replay.
And Josh Lemler in there. The claw got through to block that one. So Triton will take over.
Trojans still have a minute 40, minute 39. They can score.
So this is the view out of the combine there, and looks like he's working some beans.
He is definitely like just straight. Trying to judge where he's at.
That's Kenny's view tonight. He's normally the tech guy doing what I'm doing tonight. So
been busy. Of course, it's that time of year. Appreciate all the farmers and the local farmers out doing what they're doing.
They're hoping it's not going to rain tonight.
Well, now it is. Now you said it.
No,
we got wood up here. We knocked on it. It's okay. Oh, Farm Bureau, we got those commercials too. We got some more wood.
Just remember the camera.
I can do this right here, buddy. That's not attached. That's you.
I can't do this right here.
You'll be fine.
Right here.
There you go. I knocked right here. So Burton to kick. So he gets it placed. That wind is still, it's died down quite a bit from what it was doing earlier. So Burton gets ready to send it away. Gets the okay. Burton will drive a nice ball down the field, and Snyder's going to track it down. He's going to let it roll, and it goes out of bounds, and Triton.
Let it go. I like that.
Some flag down there.
So the Trojans will take over with good starting field position with 1:39 to go here in the first half of the 2-touchdown lead. Winamac talking to their defense, trying to get fired up.
Do we get the ball first, or?
Yes, we get. No, we do not. We get the ball. They get the ball after halftime.
Yeah, all right.
Shively goes back to throw. Looking for Workman. The mechanic's got it, and he'll take off, spinning his way, getting spun away past the 45 to the 46.5 for a first down. Good pitch and catch from Workman.
I like that.
Shively.
Just easy little toss to him.
If you want to send us an appropriate picture of where you're watching the game from, there's the number.
Shively works left. They're going to dial one up deep to Amari. Snyder's got it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Laid out for that one, but couldn't quite haul it in.
Good. He really did dive all out for that one. I like that.
The Superman dive.
Yeah.
Had it for a moment. Good ball placement from Shively to give him a chance to kind of get a chance to run underneath it. Shively the shotgun. Anthony Shue on his left hip. Option play left. Shively pitches out to Anthony Shue. Shue's going to try to get away. Shue trying to find some space. Anthony Shue up and away. And Anthony Shue. And I believe Anthony Shue just broke the all-time school rushing lead. And Anthony Shue has broken the record. Triton single-season rushing leader.
Anthony Shue has now set a single-season rushing record for the Trojans.
Shively throws a dart on over to the mechanic. Dante Workman, he tight ropes the sideline and goes out of bounds. As they alluded, Shively with another nice pass.
Nice pass, nice catch, and way to get yards after the catch.
Well, once again, congratulations to Anthony Shue. Just broke the single-season rushing record for Triton. Beast mode has ran hard all season long. Winamac will take a timeout with 46.4 to go. 19 yards on that passing play. Dante Workman, 2 catches for 30 yards. The mechanic clocking in here and working well out there. Younis talking to his offense.
Grandpa Lumberjack's watching tonight. He says he appreciates the broadcast since he hasn't been able to be here all season.
Well, we appreciate him watching, supporting us, and getting to watch his grandson out there, and the Lumberjack doing things. And I'm sure Grandpa Lumberjack gives him a few tips. Lets him know, but, one thing about that Wood family, they support their support amongst that family, and they're such nice people. Always like talking to them, and, they, like I said, just love that family. They're great people, and they fit in well here in Triton. Like I said, Riley's got a super bright future ahead of him.
Yes,
always like talking to the Lumberjack.
Good kid. See what the Trojans can dial up here.
Shively, 1st and 10. He'll drop back out of that one. Workman trying to run a wheel route, going up the middle. Snyder's by himself. Amari Snyder in from 29 yards away. Triton strikes again.
Good throw, good route.
And they really kind of sucked to that wheel route, but then Amari Snyder, good job to find the open middle of the field, and Shively with the patience and the good blocking up front. Give him time to send that dart down 29 yards away.
We'll see if I got it. I don't know.
Shively, look at all that time. Patience, good footwork, left to right for Snyder, and walked right in. Shively on the kick. Snaps down by Irvine. Shively will drive that one. That is good as it makes its way to the track. Telling you, one of these days he dropped in the mule a couple of years ago, or last year, and I'm telling you, he's gonna make it to the concession stand one of these nights. It's gonna happen.
No joke. I can see it.
No, I think we gotta have Marcel stand out there and just be ready to catch.
I'd like to see
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
She could do it.
Hey, you know that could be a con for a raffle.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Marcel catches it. The first 5 people to the concession, they get free popcorn. There you go. She probably wouldn't be okay with me doing that. This is why I'm not in charge of things. So Snyder, 1 catch for 29 yards, 5 plays, 65 yards, used a minute of play time. And Shively 3 for 5 for 59 yards, and that 29-yarder was a long one for Amari Snyder. Workman leads the way. The mechanic, 2 catches for 30 yards.
So I want to give a shout-out to Matt Keller's mom. She's watching from Monterey. She's a little under the weather.
I hope she's feeling better. That's kind of been going around here lately. Went through our house.
Sadly.
She says we're doing a good job of commentating for both teams, by the way.
And you know what? And this is one thing we talked, and I tell everybody, these two teams, both these kids are working. I mean, be a friend of both.
Yeah.
There's Winamac's doing a great job. It doesn't matter. Yes, our name is Triton in our broadcast, but these kids are doing such great things on the far sideline. We want to highlight them just as well in their communities. Like I said, they're neighbors. I always enjoy a good Friday night of football. As Shively sends one deep down the other way, Jaden Jones will let it fall at the back of the end zone. And the Warriors, with 40 seconds left in this first half, look to try to move it down away. We saw him do a real good job through the area. Roth was patient. Three attempts for 64 yards and had that nice pass to Jones, that 31-yard score. And Jones give him some yak yards. I mean, nice catch. Good run after the catch for him.
Is that what you do here? Do you try to attack to the air with 40 seconds left?
I'd go to the air. I trust this offense. But you look at Triton, they punted on that first opening possession, but scored 4 straight times. Winamac punted on the first one, but then had 2 turnovers on their second and third drives. But they got that touch on the last one. We'll see what they do here with 40 seconds left in this opening half.
Who knows? They could get a quick score here, come back out after half, and get another score. And they're right back in the game.
Jones in motion. And look at the hit laid on right there. Cunningham. And Briles in on the tackle, but the good Evan Briles holding the nails, though. Cunningham can come bring the hammer and bring him down. Second down coming up. No yards on the play. 10 seconds. They don't have to get a play off, but look for them to sneak one in here. Roth sends Lemler in motion. Going to go to Bachinski, and Bachinski fumbles it. And Triton still on his feet. I believe that Snyder came up with. No, it was not Snyder.
And the replay's still not working.
Didn't quite catch all that. That was Cole Shively came up with the loose ball. Or somebody with white sleeves did. So that'll do it for the half. Triton leads 28-6. We'll take a break here at halftime, and we'll be back here in the Trojan Tundra in Bourbon, Indiana, after halftime on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. So before I forget, we got our final interview. We had some good interviews this year, and then tonight we'll have 2 seniors on there with Irvine and Trent Conley, and then, of course, Coach Younis coaching his final regular season home game. So here it is. All right, now we got Trenton Conley and Cole Irvine here for our questions. Cole, what's your favorite part about playing on Friday night?
Friday nights, just being out there in the lights with my brothers and just making memories. It's the best thing in the world.
What about you, Trent?
Well, I just have to say the atmosphere and just seeing the whole community out here and just being out there with our brothers. I mean, there's nothing better than that.
And then for you guys, that one thing that really just kind of made you just fall in love with football, like you saw them like, I'm going to play football. This is what I want to do when I get in high school. What's that one thing that made you want to play football?
Just seeing the amount of energy that the team has when you score and just when you do things great and then just bouncing back from when your team's down. I mean, it's just that feeling of everybody coming together. I just love being a part of it.
And for you, Cole?
Well, for me, most of them started playing in junior league, and I waited till my 7th grade year. And for my brothers to really like call out on me in 7th grade year, just wanted me to be a part of it. I mean, it just felt like I needed to be out there, and it was something special.
And then for you guys, you know, what's the importance of like the community getting involved in as far as the stuff that you guys do day in, day out, as far not just on the football field, but with the school as far as for the entire community? What's the one thing you guys think is important that they do?
I mean, just continue that support because, I mean, for us, it's the best feeling in the world. And without their support, I mean, it's just kind of hard to have that feeling of going out there and you tearing it up.
I mean, yeah, I think he said it perfect. I mean, you almost have – what kind of game is it if you don't have people in the stands? I mean, whether you're good or bad, it doesn't matter. You just still have to have support. I mean, you just have to have support from the community, and you just can't do it without them, I mean.
Well, no, absolutely. Like I said, this community gets out here and you get that, and you get everything fired up, and everybody's yelling and screaming. I mean, that's that 3rd down and 1. You know, you got to make a stop here, boys, and that community gets behind you. I mean, that's just an extra gear for you guys. For you guys, you know, last year you guys made another improbable run to another, and then in the sectionals there. I mean, you played in the Mud Bowl. And then you found your way up against Adams Central. What's this team like this year as far as the energy with these guys, this new group coming in, you seniors, you captains? What are your guys' feelings with this team and the excitement surrounding this team this year?
We know we got the numbers and we know we got the skill and we just got to work together. We do have a veteran group and we do have a lot of young kids and we just got to form together and then we can go a long way.
I mean, the juniors and seniors, we've been there for the past couple of years with making it pretty far within the conference and the tournament, and so we just really, really want to go farther, and so I think it's just a matter of drive and want that we have that wants us to go farther.
And we'll now ask the fun questions. So you guys can just take a little bit of a break here. So for me, your favorite sports moment, it doesn't have to be football. It doesn't have to be anything you watched out in person or on TV. What's that one moment that is like stuck in your brain, your favorite sports moment of all time? It can be a movie too. It can be anything.
I would have to say when I was in Pee Wee League, we beat the Warsaw team that was undefeated for like 7 or 8 years straight, and it was just the best thing in the world. It was crazy. Over there at Fribley Field, it was one of a kind. I'll never forget that.
I can imagine. I remember when that happened. I can imagine. That was a good one. What about you, Cole?
Okay, well, you said it could be a movie, so I would have to say probably The Blind Side when he takes him to the bus over the fence when he's blocking him. I mean, that's a golden moment.
Exactly. It was time for him to go home, right? So, okay, so we kind of had fun with the other football players on the other interviews that we did. I asked the questions. I saw an interview, and we're going to be doing a few more of these this year. Okay, so in a fight, straight-up fight, level playing field, who's going to win, a grizzly bear or a gorilla?
I'm going with the grizzly bear. I got to give my reason? All right. I mean, I think grizzly bear, I'm going to have to go with their claws. I think it's better than a gorilla's. That's just me.
All right. Well, what about you, Trent? Because this is a big debate between the guys I did the interview with earlier.
Gorilla for sure. Just gorilla.
It's unanimous.
It's got to be a gorilla. They just have so much muscle on them. They can go crazy.
Well, and they got the hands. They can put a chokehold. But grizzly bear, if he gets him downhill and gets him down, he can use that weight and just get one good slash and you got him. It can go either way.
You want to make this fun? I'm gonna throw you on the spot. Who you got winning?
Well, I'm gonna take gorilla. The only reason why, because you think about it, you can get the biggest fullback in the world come through. Where's that middle linebacker going to come and jump on that guy's back and wrap him across the neck and bring him down? I'm just saying that to me, I'm going to take the gorilla because he can just jump and go. Now the bear's got some poundage on him, but like I said, but either way, guys, I'm looking forward to this season. I can't wait to see what you guys can do. Just keep up the good work. All right, now we got Coach Younis here. Coach, this season, it's going to be a little bit different for you as far as a little bit more responsibility. The final go around for you being head football coach, but now being athletic director. What's that like for you going into this season?
It's hectic. It's hectic. No, I have a lot of help, so that's definitely been a blessing. Mason McIntyre, I have a great relationship with him, and he's just a phone call away. And then having Rick in the building with me, he's been my go-to guy, and so anytime I have questions, they're there to answer it for me. They told me, hey, once that bell rings and it's time for you to go to practice, you're a coach. Go be a coach. And so I appreciate that, because that was the one thing when I talk to them about the job is I want to enjoy this year. This is going to be my last one. I want to enjoy it with these guys, and so they've been great, and so we're going to struggle a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be fun, and I'm excited about this group and see what they can do.
Speaking of this group, even for me in the off season, you kept hearing the stories of the guys were putting the work in the weight room, putting the work in off season. The commitment and the excitement with this team is really awesome to see as a broadcaster and I'm sure as a coach.
Yeah, this is definitely been the year where, you've seen them. They were playing as freshmen and sophomores, and now they're seniors and juniors, and they're hungry. They know what it takes to be successful out here. They know that our schedule is very strong, and so if we want to have an opportunity to compete, we've got to improve our game because nobody's going to come down to us. We got to go up to them, and so that's why we're putting the work in.
Lead right into the conference play. You got some teams that have a lot of stuff returning. We've got a lot of guys returning, but this conference, top to bottom, is extremely tough. And it's gotten better each year.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. If you like competition, this is going to be a fun year because any given day, anybody can win. There's a lot of strong teams, and the bottom to the top has really closed the gap, and so it makes it for a fun year. It's going to be, who can last. We all know the injury bug can bite you, and that's going to hurt some teams this year for a chance to win that conference title. So, we've had our fair share over the years, and we're hoping that this year, we stay healthy, and if we're going to lose a game, we're losing it on the field, not because of an injury.
And then the sectional landscape got shaken up a little. We're the furthest team now to the east. As far as the teams that we're going to be coming up, there's some pretty good teams that came into our sectional. Now Pioneer being in our sectional as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew either way we were going to go, it's going to be a strong sectional. The North is solid for 1A football, and so it didn't bother me which way we went. I guess you could say the last time we were over in this sectional, we won it. So we have something to prove and to go back to and to defend it. So I'm excited about that, but we know it's going to be a big challenge because North Judson, they're going to be a solid team this year, and we're going to get the opportunity, hopefully, to see them twice. And so we'll see what happens, and then you can never count out Pioneer.
No.
And there's a lot of other teams in our sectional that they're going to be hungry, and if they can show that improvement and stay healthy, they're going to be in a battle too.
And then, so like you said, this being the last go, what has been your favorite moment about Friday nights and the community being involved? What's your favorite part about Friday nights being out here coaching this team?
For me, it's the locker room. When I'm in the locker room before we come out, that's my moment. And seeing their eyes, and most times I can tell what type of game it's going to be when we go out by just looking at their eyes. And what's making it fun so far with this group, I see it in their eyes. And so as long as they keep that hunger, that passion in those eyes, we're going to go out. We may not win every game, but we're going to compete. These kids are going to fight.
I'm telling you, I've been in for one of those pregame speeches. I'm telling you what, I didn't play football in high school, but I was ready to suit up and go hit somebody. Those pregame speeches, I'm telling you what, you talk about motivator. I'm telling you what, you get those guys, if they don't want to run through a brick wall, something's wrong. So for you, you like you said, been doing this for a while. Favorite moment that in like sports period that made you want to get into coaching, or what was that thing that made you want to get into coaching?
Oh gosh, there's been so many. But for me, I would say it was my first year out of college. I was young, I was green, and I was back at my hometown, Cherubusco, and it's my first teaching job. And being on the sideline with a former coach of mine when I was a player, and then working with him and just seeing his passion and his fire told me, I was like, man, this is what I want to do. I'm seeing the impact he has on these kids, the impact he had on me as a coach, and it's like, that's what I want to do. And so for me, that was the big moment.
So we've been having fun with these guys here, and see now the debate, it's been pretty heavy one way or the other. I don't know if the boys have told you the question, and the argument's been going on. So I guess we'll let you be the tiebreaker, I guess, because it's pretty heavy-handed one way. I told these guys we're gonna have fun with these questions. I don't like these serious, what happened during the game questions. I like these ones where like you have the question as they walk off the field. So someone did one the other week, and it was about in a straight-up fight, level playing ground. Who's going to win the fight? Is it going to be a grizzly bear or is it going to be a gorilla?
Ooh.
It's been heavy-handed one way.
Yeah, I'm going Grizzly Bear.
Well, your quarterback and one of your other players would be pretty happy. That's the way you win because they're the only two that said that. Everybody else has been pretty heavy hand on the grill. I mean, for you, so why?
Well, I don't know. I just a grizzly bear just seems a lot more dangerous than a gorilla. But they're both. I would not want to meet in the jungle.
Well, Coach, good luck this season. Can't wait to see what you can do, and look forward to working with you as well. So, with that being said, until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.
I've got a shared folder with them. Yeah. Every right that.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Online.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Hi, I'm Matt. Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Online, over the phone, or in person. And stop knocking on wood.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Andy O'Hara alongside Tyler Amsden, Kaden Hummitch, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. In that first half, Triton 8 first downs to Winamac's 5. Both teams with 20 attempts on the ground. Triton with 113 yards on the ground. Winamac with 20, but yet they're winning the battle in the air as Roth with 3 of 4 passing with a touchdown and 64 yards down the way. Also with an interception as well. Shively, 3 of 5 for 59 yards.
We just lost camera.
For 59 yards, and a long of 21, leading the way for Anthony Shue, who just broke the school's single-season rushing record with 62 yards on the ground on 11 carries and a touchdown. Shively, 6 carries for 31 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Dante Workman, 2 catches for 30 yards, and Amari Snyder with a catch for 29, leading the way receiving for the Warriors. Jones with that touchdown catch from 31 yards away. Gerhardt with a 20-yard reception, and Bochinski with 13 yards on his reception. Triton on third down, 3 of 4, allowed that, and Winamac 3 of 6. Winamac winning the battle of the clock. Right now, 13.5 minutes of possession to Triton's 10.5. Both teams have punted and netted over 30-plus yards. Triton with 2 penalties, Winamac with 1. Winamac, as we said, has fumbled that ball 4 times, has lost it twice, and has that interception return. Triton has returned 2 fumbles for 16 yards, and that interception by Cole Shy went 29 yards back the other way. Triton averaging about 6.9 yards per play on offense, and the Warriors 3.5 yards on offense. Look for them to come out throwing because they were really doing a good job moving the ball through the air. So both teams getting ready to take the field. Triton's going to send it down the other way. And we'll get back in action here. Of course, well, Brian sent where he was at in the tractor.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like I said, I want to appreciate the local farmers and everybody out there doing their job to what they do to provide for their communities and this country. What they've done is, that's something truly very much appreciated. Long hours, I personally haven't had to do that part of the farming aspect of it. I was simply the livestock in. Although I baled hay. I did all the livestock stuff.
That's a workout.
Oh, I did it for a while. I'm retired though. I've handled my fair share of bales. 12 to 22. I handled my fair share. So Shively now to send it back down the other way. Jones and Lemler back to return for the Warriors. Shively's had 2 touchbacks here tonight. Has kicked 1 into play, and Jaden Jones took it away. Away's past the 30-yard line the last time he returned. Shively drives a high kick. Jones wants it around his 5, and that's where he's going to take it out from. Jones trying to bounce away, and here comes Ihsaa. Lemler slowed him down, and Triton's going to pin him inside the 20, about the 16-yard lines where the Warriors will set up shop.
Great special teams play right there.
Ihsaa Lemler flew down the field.
He's a big guy, but he has some wheels to him.
I'm telling you. Ihsaa Lemler's burst and his speed in the open field. He's a big guy, but that's a big man running at a kind of quick pace. So from the 17 is where the Warriors will go. 11 yards on the return for Jones. He started from the 6. Roth out of the shotgun, empty backfield. Since Lemler in motion, he's going to go with a sweep here to the right. Winamac pulling well, but here comes the Trojan defense.
Good tackle by Cole Shively right there.
And Riley Wood in on the tackle as well, I believe.
Glad to see that Riley's okay.
Riley's a tough dude. You know, he hates not playing football.
Yeah.
He wants to be on this field. He's just a guy that wants, but his leadership, how he leads these guys off the field. This kid lives, breathes football,
it's in his DNA.
It's in his DNA. Of course, younger brother coming up the way. A little lumber for now.
Yeah.
Just wait.
He will be a big lumberjack.
Big lumberjack coming up in the ranks. 2nd down and 8. Ross sends Lemler in motion. Lemler goes back to throw. Clean pocket. Going to lob it on up. And a good catch there from Jace Bentel as he has some space. And Irvine will bring him down. First down for the Warriors through the air. What a good pitch and catch there, but a good route. But the offensive line for Winamac gave him enough time to throw that ball. Good find there.
Yeah, right here for this. Good protection, too, by that front line. And it looked like Wayne Reichert just got lost in all the traffic, and his man just got beat deep.
So 35 yards on the passing play. Roth a yard shy of 100 yards through the air here tonight. He's back under center, 1st and 10 in Trojan territory. Baczynski gets popped, but he's nice, strong running, gets his way up for a good carry on 1st down as the Warriors moving the ball well here to start this 3rd quarter.
See if they go back to another passing play because it's working.
I mean, they're moving the ball well,
They
around
get
and through the air. Like I said, 99 yards through the air. 4 different receivers. He's spreading the wealth around.
Something the Trojans have had a hard time doing is covering the pass.
Roth going to send Lemler in motion. Up the middle of Baczynski, and here comes Riley Wood, pushes him back.
The lumberjack.
The wood pile was not getting moved on that one, as the
No.
lumberjack said, you're not knocking this wood pile over. What a play from the lumberjack.
And I think he's okay.
He's fired up. You ain't going to take the lumberjack out of commission. Well, once he punches his time clock in, he ain't clocking out till it's all zeros on that scoreboard.
This is his forest.
This is his forest, man. He's owning it. He's up there working on the line.
I like what Whitaker's doing. He's showing different kinds of defensive formations, showing blitz.
Triton showing blitz. They come through. Wood gets a pop. That got lucky with a possible roughing the passer call. Riley was there. He says, I'm going to the quarterback, and that's where I'm getting on that ball.
Make him feel your presence and make him know that you're there.
And here comes the Trojan return team. Workman goes back to return. The last time Winamac stood in this formation, they threw a nice patch for 31 yards. Or excuse me, 20 yards to Gerhardt.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to go. Oh.
You already know the Trojans are thinking fake, fake.
And Roth is going to send a high kick, pushing it towards the sideline, and Workman's going to let it go out of bounds. As Triton will get good starting field position for their second half. There it goes. It went out and came back again.
I don't know what the problem is with the camera. Hopefully we don't have that problem tomorrow.
Yeah, of course we'll be up at Marquette Catholic for the girls sectional semifinals and tomorrow championship. Better eat your Wheaties, son. Long drive tomorrow.
That wasn't too bad.
So, Kayden, are you mad that the Bears lost?
Fell asleep.
What happened on the final play?
Fell asleep.
Anthony Shue beast mode up with a nice carry there.
School night. I had to go to bed.
Ah.
That was his excuse. although we did like the jerseys, didn't we, Kayden?
I do like the new jerseys and the new helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Different look.
Don't they have to burn them now?
They're gonna burn 'em.
Lost in them, didn't they?
Well, they've lost a lot in their jerseys this year. They wouldn't have anything left. They fell a whisker shy of taking the lead there in the final moments.
Yes.
Anthony Shue trying to bust his way upfield. Anthony Shue spinning around, and a first down for the Trojans. They move the chains. Now, I heard the guys talking over here, but for me, I would rather see the blue helmet with the orange jersey. The orange helmet. The orange helmet needs to go with something else. It was cool.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I don't like it with the orange.
Orange on orange. Yeah, I get that. I would like to see it with the blue helmet.
Look pretty sweet. I'd like to see a white helmet. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
The polar bear look. And Triton's going to move along the line as Corey Hill was going in motion.
That's something you never see either.
Ever since we went to that zoo, you've been obsessed with polar.
Dude, I'm telling you what, polar bear is the greatest predator on this earth. Let me tell you.
That's where Riley Wood might go to college.
I'm telling you, the polar bear is the greatest predator on this earth. I'm just saying, he owns the ground. The shark, the great white may own the sea, but I'm telling you right now, that polar bear, the size of the paws on them things, my whole body was the size of one of his legs.
Oh my word.
Big boy. Triton shyly fumbles it. He's going to try to keep it and make something out of nothing as he gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get a running clock going. South to score, 2 more touchdowns?
Well, Andy math, we'll let Orion figure that one out. Here, Kayden, you're good at math. I'm just kidding. You got a couple to go here yet. Corey Hill's going to be split out here left. Shively out of the shotgun. Maury Snyder on the far side. Shively goes back to throw. Hill stops on a comeback route. He's all by himself calling for it. Shively looking down the field. Going to swing it back across the middle. Here's Anthony Shue. Gets the touch. It's the catch and a first down.
Oh, wow. Thrown across his body.
15 yards on the passing play, and Shively with 74 yards on 4 of 6 passing here today. Anthony Shue doing it on the ground and through the air. His hands are underrated. He's maybe missed a couple, but this is a guy, a very good receiving back. There's a lot. He's not just a one-trick pony in the backfield.
No, he can catch. He can run. He can throw the ball too.
Shively's going to keep it in quarterback draw, and he'll go up to the middle. A couple yards on the carry. Younis relays the play to his junior quarterback as he tracks his way back on the field. Winamac will be at Lafayette Central Catholic next week for their opening round. Triton will travel down to Pioneer. Of course, the seniors will be signing posters tonight. Reverse play. Flea flicker all the way back. Shively trickery. Down the field is Snyder by himself. Backs his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Triton. through the air. Shively to Snyder. Trickery. Corey Hill involved. Anthony Shue involved. The flea flicker.
Oh, my. That's a new play. Haven't seen that.
Some Triton trickery out there. The offensive mastermind.
Yeah, that's
the evil genius. And Rodney Younis.
Rodney's coming.
He's throwing all the tricks out here tonight.
He's getting clever with it.
Of course, his final home regular season game as a head coach. Very good career for that man. Love working with Rodney. Shively will drive that one and put it through the uprights. It's good. And Triton takes a 35-6 lead.
Yeah, so another touchdown.
That was a good pass from Shively. Good drive.
Amari has, 2 touchdowns now on the night.
Yep, Amari, 2 touchdowns on the night, 2 catches for 70 yards, both resulting in a trip to the end zone. Shively, 5 of 7 for 115 yards, 6 plays, 69 yards. Used 3 minutes and 15 seconds of time there on that Triton drive. Triton averaging about just under 8 yards per play, 31 plays for 246 yards of total offense, with 131 coming from the ground and 115 through the air. You just saw. You just saw the big play there for Shively to Snyder. Triton through the air in the last couple games is really starting to impress me. That adding that element to the toolbox makes this team lethal. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with that running. You can play off the run with a play action. I mean, that opens up a lot of things for your offense.
I like it, especially going into sectionals. They can use that to their advantage.
It gives something else that other teams have to scheme for.
Yep.
I mean, it opens things up. I'm going to keep an eye on Vinny Prater up there at the top of your screen. Last time it was kicked down there and he had a chance to make a play. He can get down the field in a hurry. Look at him take off. As Jones takes it inside the 5, out to the 3. He'll try to find his way up through. Kendrick Jones had a beat on him, but Jones retracts
He is so
his field.
fast.
He flipped the field and turned back the other way in a hurry. I think Riker ran him off. Gain of 22 on the return for Jaden Jones, who's had a couple pair of nice returns here tonight.
Yeah.
And Riley with the Lumberjack firing up his crew there on defense.
He's the quarterback of that defense.
I love his leadership. I know we talk about Riley a lot. But, you got guys like Landon Lemler, the leadership from that young man. Cunningham, also a leader. Cam Shively along the line, a leader. Evan Bryles, a leader. Josh Lemler in the middle. Cole Shively outside. Amari Snyder hollering out there. You got
Cole Irvine on there.
Cole Irvine on the edge. There's a lot of senior leadership on this defense. The upperclassmen have done a great job on defense here this year. And I believe Lomer on the carry. Or was
Tackled by Landon.
Excuse me, but Jaden Jones on the carry. Couldn't see it. Couldn't quite see. So second down coming up. Winamac's. I'm telling you what, through the air they've done some nice things. For them on defense. Granted they don't have the numbers they would used to have. I mean, you graduate 20+ seniors. That takes a big hit on the program. But yeah, give time for Burgess and this group and see what they can build down there at Winamac. First-year head coach. Give them time.
Yeah, because last year they had a lot of seniors. I remember playing them.
Triton stuffs the run on that play. I believe Baczynski on the carry. As we're 5 minutes and 20 seconds away from the end of the third. Triton leading here 35-6. Appreciate all 170 watching here tonight. Battle with lots of the regular season finale here in this one.
We did get approved to be at Pioneer next week. So
I see that new press box down there. Roth rolls left, looks down the field, up and away, had a just off the pass, the fingertips. I believe Lomer was the intended receiver. So incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And Dante the Mechanic Workman will go back.
See what he can do.
Set up shop on his own. Now, this gives Dante a chance. Him and I'm talking to him, and, he's one that says, I want to take one in. We're going to punt return. He said, I want to take one in. He's came close.
Yeah, he's
break a
come
few.
close to quite a few.
See what he does here.
Get him the right blocks. Give him the right time. He'll punch it in.
As Cash Roth back to punt. Step and drive, a low kick. Workman's going to run up on it. Lets it take a Triton roll. Workman leaves it alone. It'll set up from the 45 for Cole Shively and his offense back on the field. Last week, you saw these guys, for me last week for Triton, and what they did so well was you face it, you're on 2 touchdowns. You came back in that game.
Yeah.
The offense came alive. We saw them do so many great things. But for me, their back was against the wall. They found a way to score the football. Tonight, doing things just not on the ground but through the air.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. You're not just handing it off to Anthony every time and scoring, but you're doing it through the air. You're doing it through Cole Shiley's arm.
Vinny Prater back in the running back spot. And Vinny Prater, fast and furious, up to the line. Vinny Prater up on a way for a first down as Fast and Furious all the way moves it again.
I don't get that replay. Why isn't it playing the one I just recorded?
We need to go to the instant replay seminar.
Well, good thing we don't do it for volleyball because we'd be in big trouble tomorrow.
Well, hey.
Is it just you guys then for volleyball, no Kenny?
No Kenny. He's working in the field. Until he's done, he's got that job.
If it's raining, he's hauling.
Yep.
So
Vinny Prater gets it again up the left side. Vinny Prater on his feet, cutting back and through, weaving his way through. Vinny Prater with another big run.
Oh, my word.
Fast and furious yet again. Three carries for 35 yards for Vinny Prater.
We got to hope that he's done with harvest by November 25th because he said he's not going to go if he's not done.
Oh, yeah, we need him to be done.
And I bought the tickets yesterday, so.
Uh-oh. Shively goes to Prater again. Prater spinning his way through. Look at Vinny Prater pulling defenders.
Oh,
fast and furious, but yet he pushes the pile like a Mack truck driving through. Like a demolition derby car is weaving his way through the traffic. Vinny Prater, 4 carries for 49 yards.
Give it to him again. I mean,
let the freshman eat.
Yeah.
Wind's picked up pretty good coming from the south as Shively facing the south end zone. Looks down the field. Going to go up for Evan Bryles. Big man. Can't get it. Right here comes. Oh, my goodness. The mechanic, Dante Workman, in relief.
Throw it to Evan Bryles.
The mechanic.
The mechanic's there.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to try it. Let's see if it works.
Just watch Dante at the top of your screen. Just back him up. The mechanic tracked him down. Woo.
Just in time.
Mechanic putting in that overtime. What a play from Dante Workman.
We up by. Scored so many points. 410 points.
Oh, they'll have a running clock after this one. Shively's kick almost blocked, but splits the uprights, I believe, yet again. And Triton now will have a running clock the rest of the way out here in the second half. So Winamac, like I said, there's a lot of things they've done well.
Yeah.
I want to see them come out and move the ball like they were doing. Just don't need to be cute with it. Just go out and move the chains. And one play at a time. I think it's 0-0. Just continue with the ball. Work on yourselves. Try to build those things up and going into next week because Lafayette Central Catholic is going to be a tough contest for them.
Never mind.
You're doing the great things through the air, passing the ball. So I mean, build off of that, and then you can use that to your advantage to kick off the run too.
And this offensive line has done a good job pass blocking, giving Roth a chance to get a good pass out. But there's a lot of speed. There's a lot of playmakers on this Winamac team. This team here, just their effort and their lack and their
they're not going to quit.
Just sheer will of continuing to play. Exactly. There's no quitting this team.
I like that.
No, I didn't work either. Not agreeing with me tonight.
Well, the scoreboard's just kind of been. It is what it is tonight. Give Orion props. He's done all that.
Wasn't too many years ago. I didn't even have a scoreboard.
We didn't have a scoreboard. We had to turn to the clock, man. We came a long way in the 5 years I've done this.
Anthony's down there sneaking popcorn.
Hey, now.
From the cart. You try to hide it too.
Shively sends a kick. Jones fumbles it, but he's going to fall in the end zone. So I guess a touchback on there as he regained possession. But Vinny Prater, nice carries by him. Three nice plays.
Yeah.
For him. Triton did a good job moving the ball. You know, Dante Workman, that acrobatic play. I mean, he saw Evan Brown. That was good backup right there. That was.
He's like, if you can't get it, I'll go get it.
Hey, you know, and beast mode's got to eat, and beast mode's got to eat, you know.
Yeah.
I like it. If I was Anthony Shue, I'd probably be in the same boat too. I'm hungry. First and 10 for the Warriors. Roth under center. Goes to Baczynski, who's been busy tonight, and he'll go forward for a few yards on the carry. That's 12 carries in the night for him. So second down and 7 here. 3 yards on the carry for Baczynski.
Baczynski picks up 3 yards to the 23-yard line.
As Roth goes back under center. Counter play is Jaden Jones with a nice bit of room,
ball,
but good defense by Triton. Good team tackling by the Trojans on the way through to bring down the speedster. You know, there's like I said, there between Jaden Jones, who's a junior, he'll be a very good senior for this team next year. You look at Cash Roth; he's only a sophomore.
They got some good running backs.
I mean, yes, you're going to lose Lemler, and Baczynski. He'll be a senior. So I mean, there's a lot of nice players along this roster. Some good size along that offensive line. These guys, they put that offseason work in. This could be a pretty lethal Winamac team as we're about 42 seconds away from the end of the third quarter. As Triton stuffs the line again, the defensive line standing strong and putting up for fourth down now. 3 for 9 on the night for the Warriors on third down. You know, that's one thing I want to see this Triton team get back into doing is, you know, stopping teams on third down, which they've done so well. They do it well in moments. I want to see them continue to do that consistently because that can make them a very dangerous team in sectional play.
That defensive line right there, they can be really dangerous when they want to be. In times when it's fourth and short, like the one play at North Judson where they stopped North Judson when it was 4th and 1. Big play right there.
They're a tough group. And it looks like the JV players starting to warm up here for the fourth quarter. So that'll do it for the third. Triton leads 42-6, running clock the rest of the way out. On their scoring drives here tonight. Triton on the evening. You know, you look right there, they punted on their first possession of the game, but after that, a touchdown, a 13-play, 80-yard drive, a 3-play for 10. You know, they converted on a very good, you know, shot. They got them down there on that interception there on that touchdown. You know, Triton scoring on every single one of their drives on the rest of the way through as they recovered a fumble there at the end of the half. But, you know, Winamac's done some nice things. You see that 10-play for 66 yards. That's a good drive for Win. That's something they can really build on.
Yeah.
Yes, you've had drives ending 1, 2, 3, and with turnovers and 3 punts, but yet they've done a good job moving the ball. I mean, you look, like you said, on first down and how, 6 first downs, they moved the ball well. You know, yes, the ground game hasn't been there, but the Triton defense has really held their own out there, but these guys here tonight have done a good job.
I like it.
I think
this Winamac team, they can be really good next year, I think, if they put all the right pieces together. And
like I said, they're young, but this is a group I think is going to get better. Roth to kick. Jones motions away. Workman's dialing it back. High kick. Workman's going to call a fair catch. Lets it go at the 40. And it'll take a Winamac roll inside the 30 to about the 28.5-yard line. You know, and one thing I really like about this Winamac team is I don't see anybody hanging their heads.
No.
I see guys still going out and competing hard, hitting hard every single play. You know, that right there, that mental toughness, that is a testament to this coaching staff and how they work with these guys. And, building them up. Yes, it's been a tough season for Winamac. This is a group that programmed like the last couple of years were winning a sectional championship and contending for one last year. Getting beat by Judson in the sectional last year. This is a group that's going to get better. This is a good program, a good school corporation down there. These guys here are going to grow something down there in Winamac, and they're only going to get better.
Yep.
So here comes all the JV. Tucker, the freight train. Worsham's going to be on the left tackle spot. As we're going to bounce it outside for Overmeyer. He's going to get brought down. Good pursuit and tackle by Aiden Schooler. Also out there along the line of Isaiah Haynes. Kendrick Jones is also out there. Checking in now will be Antonio Johnson, number 83. Got Braylon Fisher. Also, Pierce Brookins is out there. Vinny Prater's out there with the quarterback, Jayden Overmeyer. Brian Wesher in the wingback spot. Goes to Fast and Furious Prater. We got a flag on the far side of the field. And he'll get stood up. Also out there for Triton will be Evan Renforth. I think I got everybody. Oh, also got one more. Jacob Hudson out there in the slot. So offside on Winamac. Oh, we're going to hold encroachment. They're going to say offsides on Triton. Second down. So I'll move them back. It's Triton's fourth penalty of the game. Overmeyer out of the shotgun. Goes back to Vinny Prater. Prater trying to find him some space. And Vinny Prater bouncing outside, breaking tackles on his way to a nice gain. Vinny Prater continues to carry the ball well. Look at him secure that ball. That was one thing, we talked about, and I'm sure Anthony Schue's been on him and said, dude, hold that thing there. That thing should be attached to your body when you're running.
You saw him get up with those two arms on the football.
I believe he was looking at Anthony. Anthony's down there somewhere. I'm pretty sure he was staring him down.
He probably was.
So Triton will have their hands full next week against Pioneer. They're playing LaVille tonight. Or excuse me, Judson tonight. They're playing Judson tonight, excuse me. Overmeyer back to Prater. Prater again on the carry, trying to bounce it outside, and he'll get brought down. Lemler helps him up. Good sportsmanship there from the Warrior. And here comes the Triton punt team. As it looks like the regular starters are usually out. Triton's going to trot them back out there for the punt as the clock continues to run with 8.5 to go.
I'll put that up when we get a chance.
Well, you start talking when you're ready, boss man. You're in charge. I just show up and talk, carry things, drive occasionally. Shively all sorts of time since a high kick, end over end. And a good stop there by Isaac Quintana.
Yeah, that was a good way to not make him bounce even further backwards.
And a nice play there from the freshman. Saw a chance that, hey, I can stop it.
Yep.
Really looked it in and brought it in. Good play by him. So here comes the Winamac offense. Tucker Worsham's out there along the line with Renforth. And I'm telling you, keep an eye on this guy, number 71, Brady Shue. That's going to be a big man. I'm telling you, he's a guy I would fear along that line either side you're going to be on.
He's going to be a big monster.
Pierce Brookins and Alex Brown, the two end spots. Callahan out here near side. Wayne Reichert will split out here. Dante Workman's up over top in the safety spot. Lemler goes in motion to the right side. As Roth goes back to throw. Throws a quick hitter down the middle of the field and has a man down there is Luke Dickinson. Good. Roth will complete his fifth completion of the night for over 100 yards passing for him. A lot of gains through the air here tonight.
Yeah, I like it. You're not just running the ball every play. You're trusting your quarterback and trusting your O-line to protect him.
Quintana's in on defensive side. Cohen Hensley also out there. So Kendrick Jones and Renforth out there in the linebacker spots with Overmeyer up over top. Roth back under center for the Warriors. 1st and 10, 119 yards to the air for him. He steps in to throw, shoots it, but Overmeyer got a piece of it. As that one was intended for Addison Allen. What?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought somebody said
If I did, I didn't think I did.
I I didn't hear anything.
You know, Kaden, you want me to run the camera and you just do some play-by-play?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You start doing play-by-play. We got to send the guys in for relief.
Teach them young.
See, I'm just saying. Well, you know, I forgot to turn that off, Orion. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah. There you go.
There's Buczynski. Evan Renforth in on the tackle. Buczynski might have got away with some motion. Or excuse me, that wasn't Buczynski. That was Max Gerhardt. Might have been in motion there as Kendrick Jones comes off the field. So Pierce Brookins on the tackle as we get things straightened out up here.
That defensive line, that's heavy set right there.
I'm telling you what.
I'm looking at him.
Those are some stout lads along that line for Triton. Roth rolling left. Going to dump it across. Too high for Buczynski. Had him wide open. As the pressure was bearing down. Fourth down coming up for the Warriors.
Tucker's little brother Charlie down there has the ball boy.
You know, Charlie. Tell you what, that's going to be a tough football player coming up. He's a strong guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we may need to get him up here to start carrying this equipment away during basketball season. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Roth back under center. Send Lemler in motion, going to roll back to the right side. Roth going to pull it down. He's going to take off and run, showing off some wheels. Good speed from the quarterback as he gets up there. And that'll turn it over on downs as Triton will take over inside the 25-yard line. 4.5 to go as here comes the rest of the team. You got Gavin Riffle, number 8, out there. Also Colton Reynolds. Zach Rensberger, number 67. Vinny Prater's out there. Quintana's out there. Callahan. Cameron Callahan's out there. Let's see what else we got. I'm trying to see. So Overmeyer comes out. Here comes Evan Amor, the sophomore. Number 79 tracks his way out on the field. Also out there is Braylon Fisher, number 73. Amor is going to be the right tackle here on this one. As Riffle's in the slot. Wesher goes in motion. He's going to get it on the sweep play, trying to find the edge. Riffle trying to block his way through, and Wesher on the carry. That's about he might have lost a couple.
Knee's starting to hurt.
Just a little bit. Triton offense trying to find some traction here. 2nd down and 12. Prater in the backfield on the left tip of Overmeyer. And they're going to roll left. Overmeyer stops, cuts back upfield, weaving his way through. Good moves from the quarterback. I'm watching Cole Shively run the ball.
Yeah. I saw daylight if he could just break that one tackle.
3 minutes left.
Jalen Braun on the tackle.
Picks up 7 yards to the 29, to 3rd and 5.
Wesher 7 yards on the carry, or Overmeyer 7 yards on the carry. He'll work out of the shotgun. Goes to Vinny Prater. Prater is trying to get ahead of steam, but good defense up front. The Warriors still couldn't bring him in. He had to work his way all the way to the ground, but held on tight to the football.
That's what I like to see. You're still holding on tight to that football, breaking tackles.
And 4th down comes up. As the punt team for the Trojans track their way out there. McFarland's going to come out there as well with Connor Stetzel. As Callahan back to kick. The freshman, the 6'3", 160-pound freshman. As Taylon Braun back to return. It looks like they're going to let him track down and take a timeout. And Triton will use a timeout here.
Well, we're going to start talking about the schedule then.
There you go. Go ahead.
Not a whole lot to talk about since there's only one guaranteed game after this one. That's next Friday night at Pioneer, 7 p.m. We'll probably go on the air at 6:45, I imagine. How long is your pregame going to be this time?
I don't know. Maybe if I knew I had service, we could do it live.
Oh.
We could attempt it live. The other half of that pregame debated driving up here for that game, but he realized if he was going to come that far, he might as well just come all the way home at that point. So I'll try to keep it shorter this time. I got a little chatty last night on our pregame.
There shouldn't be any real festivities pregame, I don't think, down there. So
we'll find out. Callahan back to kick. Back to return, as we said, is Talon Braun. Callahan time. He'll send a high kick.
Good punt.
A lot of hang time. Prater's going to let it bounce. It's going to take a Winamac roll.
Vinny. Vinny taps it. Yeah, that's my fault.
So here comes this Winamac offense. With a minute and a half to go, Winamac is going to fall in the season to 2-7, and Triton will improve to 6-3 as they head in to take on Pioneer to open up sectional play, as Ryan just showed there. Got any more views that you want to show for?
Oh, well.
At some point.
Well, let's see. I'll do it right at the end of this next play.
Roth under center. Final end of the ball game nearing here. Sends Jones in motion. The speedster trying to find the outside. He'll spin his way in as Triton will stand tall and bring him down.
So that was earlier. Imagine Kenny's still in the combine, but maybe he switched places with Brian. But Brian was running the hopper. That's Brian on the left. That's the hopper in the back.
Making his broadcasting debut on the camera.
And then he's looking at Kenny there in the that's the picture of the combine from inside the track, or I imagine it's probably the tracks.
Yep.
I can't remember what number that tractor is. That's my bad, but if Trent was here, he'd tell me.
That's the quad track.
Yeah, that's right.
I was giving you time. So. Good running, good head of steam from Baczynski as he's going to be close to a first down. And Gavin Rickville on the tackle.
So we got to remind people, next week there will be no YouTube, along with tomorrow, no YouTube. It's all on IHSA TV from here on out until basketball starts.
Yep, and that'll be, like I said, our final YouTube broadcast of the season was this tonight. Like I said, appreciate everybody showing support and watching our games. But like I said, tune in next week as we'll be on the IHSAA Champions Network. You can find us there. Be looking on our social media. Orion will have that all pulled up. Be watching that all week. If you have any questions, get a hold of the Triton School Corporation. They'll direct you where you need to go to watch those games. As the fireworks sound, Triton improves to 6-3 on the regular season. They get a win here at home on senior night. As we're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Tundra, as the seniors are going to be busy tonight out there signing autographs, their posters for the fans that are coming there after the game. And
of course, it takes us, 45 minutes to pack up.
It takes us a while to pack up. So that being said, we're going to hang it up here for the regular season. From Bourbon, I'm Andy O'Hara for with us this season. Had Kayden Atkins always on the pre-games with us and checking in during halftime. Tyler Amsden coming in here as our analyst here this season for us. And, of course, Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Orion, of course, with some new additions this year with Hunter McIntyre joining the broadcast. And, of course, the young man, soon to be the man in charge. At one point in time, Orion's going to turn him loose in the controls here.
We had Dominic here.
Oh, we also had Dominic. I almost forgot Dominic. Yeah, Dominic also. That was another addition we had this season. A lot of relief.
Are we going to have Alexa tomorrow or not?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So Alexa's been helping us with volleyball, and Kayden. Nice to have my son up here on the broadcast. Always good to have him up here with us. Done a good job. So with that being said, Trojan fans, we're going to hang it up here. And until next time, remember the Trojan way.